Krishna Krishna. Hariom children, welcome again to story time. Do you remember that Putana had come and she had taken the little child of Yashoda and Nanda Baba and taken running out of the house into the forest. And there she tried to give Krishna poisoned milk. But Krishna held her and said, once I catch someone, I don't leave. And she gave up her life there and she fell down on the ground. When all the mothers came there, Mother Rohini, Mother Yashoda, and all the gopis, and seeing on this huge Putana, this little baby playing innocently, they came up and said, thank God our little baby is safe. And you know what that little baby said? You're welcome. Because after all, who's God? And they picked up the baby, and for them everything about the cow was auspicious. So they brought the cows to bless the child, and they were doing all the prayers, and they took the child inside saying how lucky my child is. Otherwise this terrible Putana would have killed him, harmed him. But they did not know that no one can harm when this little baby is there. Oh, now they were very happy and they were keeping Krishna in their arms. At that time, we told you, no, that Nanda Baba had gone to Vasudevji. Vasudev, meeting his friend Nanda in the prison after having paid the taxes to Kamsa, when the two friends met, Vasudev first inquired and said, how is the child of Rohini? He says he's doing very well. Your child of Rohini is doing very well. Acha, then how is your child doing? After many years you have got a little child. How is your child doing? He said he is also doing very well. He's very beautiful. He's very cute. Vasudev smiled. And Nanda Baba inquired of Vasudev. He said, I'm very sad to hear what Kamsa did to your children. But I'm glad that your little baby, that little baby girl, she flew into the sky and was saved. Then I feel very sad for you, but happy that that little girl was saved. Vasudev said to Nanda Baba, he said, you see, there are a lot of things happening. So quickly go back and see that Gokul is safe. All the children in Gokul are safe. Nanda Baba thought, why is Vasudev saying like this? There must be something. So he took all the Gopas and said, come on, let's go quickly. And when they came to Gokul, outside in the forest was this huge body of an ogress. Her hair red and brown, her huge body. They said, oh, no wonder Vasudev was warning us. So what they did was, they said, now how do we get rid of this body? So they put that body on the pyre, on the wood. And do you know that from the body of that evil Putana, such fragrance came out. Only the Devtas in heaven understood that this Putana, who was so evil, having touched that little baby, and we know who that little baby is, isn't it? Was purified of all her wrongdoings, all her sins, and having given her milk, even though it was poison milk, she got the blessing that Devaki and Yashoda had, like a mother to give the milk. But she gave poison milk. Yet, whoever Krishna touches is blessed. Even Putana got blessed, even if her intentions were evil. But touched by Krishna, giving even poison milk to Krishna. So can you imagine if every day you keep a little of what you eat for Krishna daily? Can you imagine what all Krishna will do for you? Now, it so happened that the little baby started growing and for the first time turned in bed. It's considered to be a very auspicious thing that the child is strong and can turn in bed. So there was big ceremony to see that little baby turning in bed and trying to move around, sometimes on the tummy, sometimes on the side, sometimes lying on the back and the hands flying. Oh, Mother Yashoda was so thrilled. She had called all the gopis to come and they gave Krishna a bath. And the bath, Krishna was dressed up, but Krishna was feeling tired. Yashoda Maya had to greet everybody, feed everybody. There was so much celebrations going on. It was beginning to be, light was coming in and it was going to become sunny. So she kept Krishna in the shade of a cart. You have seen a bullock cart? So all the gopas used to carry their milk, their curds, their butter on these carts. And under the cart she kept Krishna. And she went everywhere greeting all her friends. And wonder of wonders, suddenly they heard the cart overturn and all the milk pot, curd pot and butter pots all spilled everywhere. And the cart broke into pieces, shattered into pieces. Yashoda Maya, my little Lala, where's my Lala? I kept him under the cart, where's my Lala? And that little Lala was playing away. And all the other boys who were watching this little baby, they started saying that it is this little baby with his soft feet and his soft hand, he turned the whole cart upside down. All the little boys were sitting in wonderment that this little baby could turn a whole cart, and there was a sudden explosion and they saw something get out of the cart. And they said, this little baby has done it. All the mothers thought, these little boys, they like to make stories and exaggerate. But Yashoda Maya quickly came and picked up her little baby and said, I'll never leave you alone again. I'll never leave you alone again. Why these things happen to my baby? But little did she know that in that cart there was another Rakshasa of Kamsa hidden. And he got the name Shakatasur, which means cart asur, hiding in the cart. And he was thinking of dropping the cart on this little baby. But this little baby is no little baby. With his soft feet, he overturned the cart And that Rakshasa who was hiding in the cart got saved and turned into a beam of light and also went to heaven. But what Krishna was trying to tell everybody, that don't keep me under wealth, for I am the Lord of wealth. No? We also do that, no? We give more importance to food, games, toys, and many other things. But when it comes to remembering the Lord, afterwards. So we always put God under our wealth, under our enjoyment. Curds, butter, milk was the wealth of the Gopas. And Yashoda Maya kept him under the cart. So Krishna overturned the cart to say that don't keep me under wealth. But Yashoda Maya, she just picked up her lalla and she kept, oh my little sweetie, my cutie pie, oh why does these things happen to you? But the little boy said, it is this little boy who turned the cart. And they thought they were exaggerating. Now, while she was holding her little baby, suddenly she felt the baby is getting heavy. So again, she left him there, not knowing that meanwhile, another Rakshasa had kicked up a storm. Have you seen a tornado? Have you seen a twister? Oh, he had kicked up a storm, and from the far off, and you could see that, from far off, there was this twister coming and picking up everything, blowing off carts, blowing off cows, and blowing up trees and uprooting trees. And therefore we are in the trees to protect the trees so that they don't fly off. And that storm and that Rakshasa was plucking up trees and taking it high into the sky and then throwing it. Krishna was crying. But Mama had gone to the kitchen, and in the noise of the kitchen, clatter of the kitchen, the vessels and everything, she didn't hear Krishna crying. And Trinavarta came like a storm, and seeing that little baby of Yashoda, he picked up that baby and took it straight into the sky. In the dust and that storm, Yashoda Maya came rubbing her eyes and couldn't see her baby. She was calling out. All the gopis came, where is that little Kanhaiya? Where is that little Kanhaiya? And somebody said, I saw the storm carry him away. Now what will happen? But you know, there is nothing to be afraid. The storm that was picking up all the babies and all the things and all the trees, when tried to pick up this little baby of Yashoda, suddenly started feeling that the baby was so heavy that he couldn't huff and he couldn't puff and he couldn't blow and he couldn't pick up any more trees. And Krishna was strong and caught hold of him. And he could not blow a storm. Trinavarta could not blow a storm. And he said, leave me, leave me, leave me. And that little baby was thinking, once I catch someone, I don't leave. He said, leave me, leave me. He was trying to take his breath to blow a storm. But the whole storm started fizzling down. And Trinavarta, with Krishna holding his throat, could no longer blow the storm. And he came fizzling down. And that little baby in that wind came slowly, 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 came to the ground. And Trinavarta was also blessed. And he left for the heavens. Again Yashoda Maya came and picked up a little baby and said, it's been in a storm. And when she gave him his milk, when she gave her milk to him, what does she see? That now Krishna, after having stopped a storm, was tired, and when she held him in his hand, his eyes were droopy, and he opened his mouth. And what did Yashoda see in the mouth of this little baby? She saw the whole world, the flowers and the trees, and she saw the gardens and the homes, and she saw even the stars and the sun and the moon. She thought she's just seeing certain sights. And he closed his mouth, gave her a smile, closed his eyes, and went to sleep. Yashoda Maya, looking at a little baby, put him to sleep. And while she was rocking Krishna and seeing how blessed she is to have this lovely child, and how lucky this child is, thank God, gets saved every time from some difficulties and saves all the other children from these Rakshasas and storms and dropping carts. And little Krishna in his mind says, "You're welcome, mother." So let us pray to Krishna and know that he is always protecting us. Always. Let us pray. Om Sarve Bhavantu Sukhinah, Sarve Santu Niramayah, Sarve Bhadrani Pashyantu, Ma Kaschid Dukha Bhag Bhaved, Asato Ma Satgamaya, Tamaso Ma Jyotirgamaya, Mrityorma Amritam Gamaya. Om Shanti Shanti Shanti. Harihi Om. Shri Gurubhyo Namaha. Harihi Om. Watch out for next time. Can you hear who's coming? Krishna Krishna.